Hello and welcome to Shiftworkz. Here is a brief video on using your account. First, let's start with the account page. At the top, you'll notice your current plan, along with employee numbers that are entered into the system, and the next plan that you would move up to. Second, we're going to move down to the departments. To edit a department, simply click on any square you want to edit, to make the changes, and click Save. If you wish to add another department, click the plus sign, enter in the department name, and click Save if you want to use the same email address, or any other email address you like. To delete a department, simply click the X and the delete button, and this will remove the department and all the employees in it. Email notifications below that will determine where your email notifications are sent to, either as a whole or individual departments. To edit information in your account page, simply click in, change the information, and click Save. Next, we're going to have a look at the scheduling system for Shiftworkz. Simply click on Schedule and go into your scheduling page. First, let's add a shift into the system. Click the Add Shift button and choose the times that you want your shift to run. Once those times are chosen, you can add a description if you like. After description, you can choose a color coding. At the bottom, you can choose to Smart Check, which will check for that shift for every day that it's scheduled for. Once you've added your hours, click Save, and this will add it to the bottom of the color group that you have chosen. To edit a shift, simply click on the highlighted check mark. This will open the shift again and allow you to make changes. Make the changes and click Save. To delete a shift, simply hover over the shift you wish to remove and click the X button and the confirmation. To reorder a shift, simply grab the yellow box you can see here and move it down by dragging and dropping to the position you like. To navigate the shift bank colors, simply use the arrows to the left and right of the shift bank name. Now let's create a template. Simply click the template button just below the Add Shift button. Choose Create to create a new template. Choose the name for the template and note that you can have a maximum of 10 templates. Click Save and now drag and drop the shifts over from your shift banks into the template. Note you only have to do the first day, and after this day is done, you can simply drag and drop those shifts into the other days to make more faster templates. Once that's done, simply click Save and close the template. The positions are in the scheduler as well. Simply click the Positions button to add positions, as well as edit them by simply clicking into any other cells and changing what you want, and also reordering positions by opening it up and dragging and dropping the positions to where you would like them to be in the scheduler. Next, let's add an employee into the system. To do this, just click Add Employee. The top 5 sections are mandatory and need to be filled out: name, email address, and position, as well as a password. The bottom section is optional to allow use for our labor counters, as well as the employee info. Once you've added your information, click Save, and this will add the employee into the bottom of the chosen position. To edit employee information, simply click on the employee name. This will activate the employee info pop-up. Click Edit and make any changes you wish to make. To add a secondary department or that employee into another department, simply go under Additional Department, click the one you would like, and then choose the position you need and click Save. To reorder employees, simply grab the employee you wish to reorder and drag and drop them anywhere in the schedule to where you would like them to be. To delete an employee, simply hover over the employee name, click the X on the bottom right-hand side, and confirm that you would like that employee removed from the system. Now let's schedule from a template. Click on Templates, down to Schedule From, and choose the template you wish to schedule from. You will now be able to move over the shifts for that specific day, assigning those shifts to the employees. As you can see here, once all these shifts are assigned for that day, in this example is Sunday, it'll automatically move over to the Monday. Once you're done scheduling from template, simply click the X underneath the Reset button to go back to the normal scheduling, where you can easily drag and drop additional shifts if needed. The other way you can schedule in this system is to click on any empty cell, which will give a quick filter pop-up method. You can choose the color grouping and shift you wish to add, and that'll automatically add it in for you. To quick edit any shift that's already in the system, simply click on the shift, and you'll get a menu to choose the shift above or below that shift from the shift bank. Once your schedule is complete, click Post to make it live to all your staff. If you make changes to any of your schedules, this will highlight in an orange color. You can click on that orange highlight to see the shift that was there before. This will show all your changes you've made. Once you're done, click Repost to make the new changes live to your staff. To create a new schedule or the next week, simply click the arrow to the right of the date, and this will create a blank new schedule. In each schedule, you'll see watermarks. These watermarks for staff availability as well as time off requests. This will always keep you up to date to what your staff would like to be scheduled for their preferences or time off. You can also copy individual employees' weekly schedules by clicking on the employee into the info pop-up and clicking Copy Last Posted Schedule. You can also copy the entire schedule from the last week as well by clicking Copy Last Schedule. This will populate the new schedule with all the shifts from the previous schedule. We also have a quick access download print button. Click Download Print, and this will give you a formatted version in Excel that you can easily post up at work. Here we'll show you what that format looks like. As you can see, it's formatted already for you, that's easy postable. Next, we're going to show you the daily roster. Simply click the daily roster button and choose the date that you want the daily roster for. Once you have chosen your date, this will give you a list of the employees for that date that you have scheduled in time order. In the system, there are also counters at the bottom of the page. These counters will show you how many shifts as well as how many hours you're scheduling. If employee data has the employee rate that you're using, as well as the daily forecasted at the top entered, this will also give you labor budgets for the day and for the week. You can also navigate backwards in schedules by simply clicking the left or right button at the top next to the date range. At the top right-hand side of the screen, there is an info button. This will give you access to all of our user guides. Here you can see the one for the shift bank. We have laid it out to be as simple as possible to know where to navigate within the system. Next, let's move to the calendar. In the calendar, you get your employee time off requests as well as picked up shift requests. When you get them, they'll be color-coded. You can click on them and either approve or decline these requests. Employees will get notifications by emails as well as in the app for these requests. Here, we can just approve or decline a request for one of your staff to pick up a shift. At the top to the right-hand side of the Shiftworkz logo, there's a quick jump menu. Here you can choose to jump in between schedules or calendars for specific departments to have quick access to all the information you need. That concludes the tutorial. The logout button is located to the top right as well, and this will log you out of the system. Thank you very much for using Shiftworkz.